Joining us this morning is Cory Michael Smith, aka the future Riddler. Good morning, Cory.
Good morning, Amanda. How are you?
I'm doing great today. A lot of people excited about this new episode and getting ready for the season to get started again. Let's back up and retrack for everybody. Where did we leave off, and your character as well? Pretty important.
Yeah. So in terms of Edward. The last episode that we've kind of seen is he asks Kristen out on a date. Kristen Kringle, kind of the love of his young life, and she has rebounded from her ex-boyfriend to a new boyfriend already, and this guy is a bit taunting to Edward. And so that's kind of where you leave him, and he's a bit frustrated that he can't catch a break with this girl.
I can't wait to see where his character goes, really, because so many of us are familiar with the Riddler, but we've talked about Gotham, the mythology behind the characters. Before we talk about the episode, what inspired you to kind of get ready for the Riddler?
I read a lot of the comics. You know, they've been around for 75 years, so I made sure to kind of indulge in comics from each decade, and that was pretty much the backbone of my character. And you know, I felt a lot of allowance to kind of do my own thing and create my own version of Edward, because the comics have changed so much over 75 years, and each artist comes in and reinvents you know, the depiction of him, his style, his clothing, and all the writers kind of change the tone of his behavior, whether he's like just a big showman and loves the games and loves testing people, or whether he's actually quite terrorizing.
Oh, that's one way of describing him, terrorizing, especially for those of us who know how he ends up. Let's talk about the newest episode, The Hunt for the Ogre. What should we expect?
Well, so Hunt for the Ogre, you met the Ogre, who's being played by Milo Ventimiglia, who's just fantastic. And then coming up here, the next episode is called Under the Knife. And you continue the story of the ogre, which heats up very quickly. It gets quite sexy and dangerous. And you see Edward Nygma this episode in perhaps the great crisis of his life, which is a major turning point for him. And proceeding into the final two episodes, you know, you spend time with Edward having moments of really terrifying psychosis.
Oh, wow.
Dealing with someone that is that's post-crisis, I can say.
No, that's frightening, and that's one way to put it. Cory, I want to congratulate you and everybody out there for the success that Gotham has seen. How do you feel about that?
Thank you. I appreciate that. I can't speak for everyone, but I can certainly say that we're honored. You know, the engagement with the fans has been really cool. The support that we've had, the fan art that we've been sent, the memes that are on Twitter. There's so much time and energy put towards celebrating this show, which is really cool. You know, the show is only as successful as the fans love it. So. Right,
you always got to thank the fans.
It's neat.
Yeah, the fans make it a success. Love that you acknowledge them. That's wonderful.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's nice. You know, my parents loved the show in the 60s. You know, and they're really stoked about how different the show is and how it's stylized. And of course, they're proud of their son. But it's neat to see so many different generations able to attach to this story. You know, it has a really, really exciting history, and we get to participate in it in a new way and chart territory that hasn't been charted. You know, with the help of DC Comics, which is it's very cool.
Well, Cory, we want to thank you for spending some time with us this morning, and all of us are pretty excited about the new episode. We'll catch it. Thank you so much.
Yeah, enjoy.